we separate
Separate the young one.
Yeah,
I don't mean like us all.
I know we're in the grasslands, but are there any other trees around?
The trees are spread out, but you can choose to stop by one if that's where you want to set up camp.
Well, yeah, let's stop by one to set up camp. I also want to see if I can get a couple of good sticks to refasten the 2 arrowheads that I grabbed so that I can make 2 new arrows.
Alright. Well, you can do that.
Okay. Cool. And then as we get ready to rest, I also want to inspect this amulet more so that I can try to attune myself to it.
Choose to attune to it if you wanted to.
I do indeed.
Now, are you guys wanting to do a night shift thing?
That makes sense.
We probably should.
We don't have grapes. We keep them on the side.
I've been eating some of them.
I've been eating all of them.
You fucking hand
Anyone
them
else
over
want
here, they'll be
grapes?
going.
Yeah, I'll give it out.
I eat
I
anything
also
you
get
put in
this
front
here
of me.
if you want it.
I'll take the middle shift and do some watching.
Okay. I'll take the first one so that I can kind of also attune to this watch. Or not watch, amulet.
It's a pendant, but basically a necklace.
This thing.
So, Fenris is first.
Yep.
Go ahead and just make a... I can't stop coughing now.
Perception check.
Yes, please.
18.
He proceeds.
I perceived decently, unlike most of the times.
Yeah, nothing yet on your watch.
Okay.
Second watch comes around, and by this point, you are attuned to a magical item. You can wear it proudly in your Conqueror of the Hands.
Alright.
Who was second watch?
I think he's going to take middle watch.
I just gotta take whatever was the middle one.
I didn't know if you were going to do 4 shifts, or 3 shifts, or 2 shifts.
Short fish, full fish.
Sure, we'll
I'm
say,
probably taking the longer one.
say your next.
Okay.
Indeed. Make your perception check for the night.
16.
Yeah, so you see at one point during the night a group of...
Ankylosaurus.
Juice.
No, they're asleep.
All the more reason that this is the time to take one of the others.
A group of 4 elves just walked by the path with a path at one point, headed towards the same town as you.
Close enough to acknowledge if I wave at it.
Yeah, you can see them, they would be able to see you.
Mango Madness.
Casually.
You're in a hole right now, right? Skull?
Yes.
They wouldn't be able to see you. They wave back.
Wait, who?
There were elves that were walking by.
Did you make a noise?
No, I casually.
Did they make a
Oh,
noise?
still a little fire
No,
going.
they were just walking along. They waved at each other. Unless you say anything, they're not going to stop or say anything.
I had no reason to talk to him.
I just wanted to pop out of the ground, scare the fuck out of everybody.
And with that, we hit third watch.
Let's do a third watch.
I don't know who decided it.
Do you really need to do 4 watches, or do you want to just do 3? Or...
I don't know. Did anybody do it before we all fell asleep? Like, did they say they were going to do it? Because
He
if
said he was
not,
taking after that, like, we didn't say anything.
exactly.
After
So that means nobody's taking third watch.
Looks like I'm taking the long watch. Boys, here we go.
You
It'd
could just
be up to
wait
you,
so
or
long.
you-
I'm fine with it. So.
Just saying. It'd be
How much health you
interesting.
got?
And this,
How much health you got?
I literally am 1 away from being full health. So
I never took damage, so.
Then we enter the final watch. Be before stand, I guess.
I suppose.
And make your perception, see if anything.
That's 19.
Yeah, something does it.
Oh, dude, you know what I realized I could do? Is like when I dig my hole, just like Cover my hole with the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you were doing.
No, I was just covering myself up with more dirt.
That's why I was thinking, like, if you rose up, the doors would suddenly swing open.
Off in the distance, you hear the howling sounds of wolves.
Aww. Well, it depends on the type of wolf. Normal wolf.
You
okay.
can't really tell.
Kind of
York, kind of bad. Winter wolf, run.
Try to stay quiet.
Hit them real hard.
How far away is it sound?
It's off in the distance somewhere. You can also hear these small little voices chattering amongst each other. You could gather. You can't really see what's going on. You can just hear these things off in the distance. They're nowhere within sight.
Okay, check one thing real quick.
Sure thing. What languages did you have?
I have Common, Elvish, and Orcish.
Okay.
In the direction I hear the small voices coming from, I make a small shower of sparks. See if I hear anything move after
You're
anything.
making like bright lights appear.
Not bright lights, it's just like a little shower of sparks. It's a very small thing. Like a sparkler.
So this would be something noticeable. They could see it in the night, essentially.
Yeah.
It would create a little light.
Just clarifying.
Like I said, I do it away from me.
You hear a yelp sound as something panics, and then it agitates the rest of its group, and you hear the distant sounds of them running away.
It was the fairy folk come to help us, and you scared them away.
Checkmate magic things.
They were going to tell us exactly where the tower was.
Oh, you're looking for Bashir. You know, this is where he is.
Or that asshole. Yeah,
These people look like they need a helping. Oh my god, this is sprinkler red.
He's not even at the tower anymore.
Yes,
He
been there
moved.
for a while.
With that, your night watch ends, and morning is upon
As a year, so you don't even know what I did.
Yeah, I know. That's deep down on the fundamental level.
I guess I'll start waking everyone up, and I'll walk over to Skull, and I gently tap shoulder.
He gets up.
As I say, I wish you had your doors over here, that way I could just knock.
Next time.
As I wake everyone up.
Alright. Unless there's anything you guys want to do before heading out.
I snuff the fire.
He's,
Because only we can prevent forest fires.
Skull inspects all his gear, make sure everything's where it's supposed to be, and then checks his surroundings before they set off.
Did you check your doors?
My doors. Especially my doors.
Your gear seems to be intact. There, you don't find anything missing. Unless you're a kleptomaniac. You had something.
No, I'm not a klepto.
Say, I have just such nimble, giant fingers that are the size of somebody's hands.
Nobody will know as I'm reaching down, my hands bigger than half of your guys' heads and stuff. And willy nilly just stealing from you.
But yeah. So then you guys will head out on.
Oh, I covered the metal bit of the door in mud and dirt and stuff. Cover it back up.
keeping it hidden on what it is.
Clever. Get scraps for
Okay.
these doors so you can attach them to your forearms and stuff, and get like little Wolverine claw things for the end and stuff. Something.
As you're walking along today, you at one point see a horse-drawn carriage coming your way from the town you're headed towards. The person driving this carriage, he has a dark. He is human, it's obviously he's human. He's got a darker skin tone, as you would describe a caramel brownish color. He's got short hair, and he's pulling the reins and just going the opposite way as you.
What's the level of fanciness to this card? Is it like I couldn't think of the right?
Fancy.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's like a farmer.
From this guy.
No, I mean, I don't know if it's like it's a farmer, if it's a normal
You would
stage,
say
if it's a noble.
That's
Because then that kind of depends on how we interact with
definitely
it.
not a farmer. You would say that the man pulling this cart, he seems well off. He's got a decent amount of money. It's
Merchant?
Yeah, he's a merchant. And he's just traveling on the road. He eventually sees your party. He bows his head towards your tours. He sees the glide. He's a bit stunned at your height, but he bows towards you. He bows towards Fenris. He waves back, and then when he gets the skull, he takes a moment, looks you up and down, and he pulls the rein and brings it to a stop. And he's starting to step down and says, "Excuse me there, big guy." Looks towards you and
Other big guy.
The dirty one.
the dirty one. You have your pendant on you, right?
Wait, are you asking me that, or is he asking that?
He's asking that.
He's asking?
I search around for... Is the talisman is what I'm assuming he's referring to?
Yeah, you could assume that's what you're
Okay, that's what I'm going to pull out.
He looks at no. You're headed to Ayapo, correct? The town next over. You need a special pendant when going there. It's part of a treaty that between your races.
He just stares off into the distance.
I see you're not from here. If you want, I could sell you one. It would help reduce any trouble that might come your way.
He starts pulling out teeth.
So we're all hearing this, right?
You're all hearing this conversation.
Can I roll for insight to see if this dude's bullshitting?
Yes, you can.
18.
This man seems genuine. You're looking for the telltale signs of twitches that people would have when they're telling obvious lies. You're not seeing anyone. He genuinely seems concerned. Now, since none of you are from this area, you have maps, foreign maps. You actually might probably have heard of this. There's, given in the land of that Ayapo resides in some of the neighboring towns, there has been a warring situation between the orcs in the forest and the elven kind living in the grasslands. They recently had a treaty put together to where if either group wanders into the other's territory, they must wear an amulet to signify that they're willing to abide by the treaty's rules. If not, then punishment falls onto the party that they're defacing. And you just gather that he may be referring to this incident.
I'll relay the information right on back around to the party. He's being completely valid.
He just holds up some teeth that he pulled out of his thing.
Yeah, okay, he has dealt with your time before. He hurries to the back of his carriage. He steps up into it. You hear a lot of rustling noise. He's obviously, there's a lot of stuff back here. And he ends up coming out with a box. And as he's heading toward you, yes, my wife and I, we sell these to any travelers coming this way. We recently ran out, and so I had to go back to town and buy some more. And he opens this box, and it's got this green amulet on a necklace, and the whole box is filled with them. He pulls one of them out, and it's it would essentially be 1 gold. I can figure out how your teeth thing's gonna work.
It depends
Well, for that, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, the rarer the tooth, essentially, the more valuable it is.
Crocodile tooth that could be worth a decent amount because you can make arrows out of those if they're straight enough.
Yeah, we could say 1 crocodile tooth. I'll get you a list of teeth.
I mean, I have a gold value listing of gems, but I got nothing on teeth.
While he's trying to kind of figure out what teeth.
If you want, I still have my chart on the
yeah,
teeth thing.
that
If you want that,
that
I
would
could
help,
send that to you.
Since Jill brought this.
I always bring this upon us.
While he's trying to figure out the tooth amount, I want to say, could we get a second one just as a backup?
Yeah.
I'll buy it. I'll give him.
Sure.
I'll give him the gold.
some of your kind have proven to be a bit brutal.
Wow.
When he says that, he's referring to Skull. And
Oh, okay.
So we just went from like kind of be nice racist to full on racist.
Yeah, you guys are assholes. You could use one.
No, that would be like.
So whenever you ask for a second one, I just kind of look at you like nervously. Like, what?
But no, he's referring to Skull when he says he says your kind as he's gesturing towards Skull, saying have broken these very easily in the past. So I can understand where this concern might come from. And
So,
he's asking for 1 gold.
Yeah, I hand him a gold.
Sees you got Skull like fiddling over here, just flat out like mumbles under his breath. It's a puny craftsman.
Yeah, it was made in a haste. They were just trying to get something worked out and try and keep the peace. But I'm trying to see if you noticed anything about this guy that could link you to something else.
Sniff him.
Anytime he's like that, been in your direction of speaking or looking, he's been more positive than anyone else.
Oh, how does he feel about me? Although I haven't talked to him. To be fair.
That would be the height of me.
He really has nothing
Because
against
I
any of your
waved,
appearances.
guys. I was nice.
There was a concern for Skull as the opposite displays his orcish traits.
So yeah, I take the second amulet or pendant that he has sold us, and I just put it in my pack for now.
But yes, once you get to the town, just try and see the guard first to let them know you're there as part of the deal. That way they can essentially keep track of your actions and make sure you're not causing too much of a ruckus in town.
Is
Not
there
planning
any
on it.
clan symbols on this necklace?
Yeah, it'd be a 2-sided medallion, one side representing the elves and the other side representing the orcs.
The particular orc clan?
What is your orc clan?
No, I don't have a name. I just have a symbol. I didn't ever come up with a name for
It
it.
wouldn't be yours, it would be a different clan.
Yeah.
So, what's your forest dwellers? They'll probably pick something based on a high bounty within the forest, high prey, whatever. We can say that it has the symbol of a slain gorgon on it.
So
Dope.
To represent the orc tribe side.
So he's going to go up to the merchant and point to the orc symbol and then point to his shoulder where he has his clan symbol burned into his arm.
Okay. I have not seen that clan symbol before. Where are you from?
Points in the direction.
He doesn't
I
talk
see.
much.
See. Well, if you came from that way, surely you must have stopped by my place. We sell goods to any travelers. It's quite the distance between this town and the next town over.
Is he a half... What is he?
He's
He's a human?
a human.
Oh, he's tapping that. Oh.
That tiefling. No wonder he likes me.
He has a type.
Yeah, he does, and I'm it. I flirt. No.
Do you want to?
No.
He has children.
Yeah, and I'm gonna adopt his little 9-year-old girl.
No!
That little
You
wizard
home
lady.
record.
Everybody has a
I'm
kink.
stealing that little wizard girl.
Jesus Christ.
We're not trying to listen to some sort of...
Generously.
No.
You let it go long enough, and I might do it.
What have I let go on? Describing a family? How
poor
horrible.
family.
I just mean if we end up back at that
Yeah, you're describing
establishment,
his future family.
that
If you guys do
my
that way,
family.
there's already been changes because of your first stop.
Oh no.
That's fine. I might kidnap that little girl. I won't actually.
I support you in your endeavors.
What's your alignment again?
Chaotic good.
Your love knows no bounds.
I mean,
he believes he's doing what's best for her. He believes he's doing what's best.
Clearly, he would be a better mother
that's-
than what she already has.
For the
I'm just
purity
saying.
of the race.
Yeah. Actually, don't they make every every race they calculate worth it do a tiefling.
Technically, like,
That's a
tieflings are already essentially an abomination race for the most part. So.
Listen, you gotta call me an abomination.
You gotta be this way.
What the hell, man?
Then what does that make you, giant man?
A natural type of race. He's
Yeah,
there would be a devil or something mixed with something else. I'm just
So,
willy-nilly giant boy.
yeah.
so like he seems very concerned, like with wearing this other clan symbol. Like he are they yours?
Was I done?
Are they yours?
She's
You
got
told
your...
us to eat more.
Not his stuff.
Oh, those aren't your. Oh, okay. I
Did you
thought those
give
were
them all
yours
to
the whole
him?
time.
They're his.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You can have some. 'Cause I want some too.
I'm gonna cry.
I have chips and salsa if you want to go raid my chips again.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal all of you. Oh, no, I don't want to make that much noise.
It's true. Feel bad.
Be good.
So upon completing your transaction with him, he says, well, if you guys need anything else, I've just restocked on a bunch of things we've been needing. And
I think we're okay, maybe.
more symbol? What do you get your...
He's like carving his symbol over the top
I
of the other.
The superior stuff.
I'm good. Do you know about how far out we are from Ayapo?
Oh, yeah. You're about 2 days travel away. In fact, one of the reasons it's taking me so long to get back home is about a week ago, I was headed on my way back home, but I had to turn around because my wife sent me a message through one of our items that a bell got broke somehow, so I had to go back.
Sorry about that.
No, it's alright. Things happen. But, it couldn't have been you guys. You're what, 5 days away from the place?
I guess so.
Yeah, if you're traveling by foot, up to this point so far, it would have only taken you 5 days, and that was like a week ago.
We might have gotten sidetracked a little bit.
Oh. Well, I heard whoever broke it paid for it, so it's no big deal.
Alright. Do you guys need anything?
I don't need anything. I'm still sitting pretty good on supplies.
Retourus, do you need anything?
I don't believe so.
And with that, he thanks you for this purchase, and he bids you a good day. He gets back on the carriage and heads down the road.
I wave by at him and wink.
He waves back, but he seems a little off-put by the wink.
He's just putting on the act. He's a dude.
He's playing hard to get.
I can't cheat on my wife. Alright. If I was a bard, then maybe. But, I don't have... Actually, I have a decent amount of charisma.
I don't.
What's your charisma?
It's 16.
And what's your charisma?
12.
I have 8 charisma.
Jesus.
Yeah, quick stand for Ray.
Why do you think he hides his face?
Charisma isn't comeliness.
Okay.
Charisma is strength of character. I'm socially stunted from living in the sewers.
So yeah, I guess we continue on our way. Cool.
Day continues on, and night begins to fall again. And is there a particular order that anyone wants to watch?
I'll take Mel watch again.
I can take first watch again.
And I'll do that thing I did.
Third watch?
I'm just going to continue not to do watch until somebody asks me to.
No. Alright,
Did you
first
absorb
watch.
over you this time?
Hell yeah.
During my watch, I want to take the second pendant that I bought.
Yeah.
And put it with Retoris' stuff. Since I saw in the outpost that he had the orc tusks, and I'm.
Now, are you making him aware of this, or are you sneaking it on?
I just want to sneak it into his stuff.
Alright, it's happening while he's asleep, so...
His advantage?
We could do a... Yeah, we'll give you advantage on your...
Would it be sliding in?
Versus his perception.
9.
Nope.
21.
Yeah,
I sneak it in there real
he's
good.
snoring loudly, nothing can bother him, but now
Okay.
go ahead and make your perception for your watch.
So when are you going to make the event that makes me reveal what I am to the rest of the party?
Until I think of either something interesting or whatever. Could happen sooner, could happen 20 years from now.
I splash acid on your face. to get rid of that
6.
Well, I mean, if you
Acid
roll,
attacks
so
are
your
the
night goes
matter.
pretty uneventful.
You
Cool.
might have resistance to it.
Second watch.
We'll find out.
Who's doing second watch? Alright. Roll your perception.
18.
Your night also is uneventful. I'm like doing opposing rolls over here. Failing. Your turn, Taurus. Third watch.
It's 11.
Something happens during yours.
Some shit.
Oh my god, you're dead.
We all die.
Literally just death fog out of nowhere.
Game over, guys. New characters.
At this
Who
point,
were
I would just
also-
erase the name of the character that's on my sheet right now and just slightly change the word.
I'm his brother.
Who has the exact same
Vengeance
stats?
character.
Bundy.
I've never seen that before.
The 15th brother.
He has 25 brothers.
I want to do better.
I have as many brothers as I need.
The story somebody wrote up about how his DM was like, he's like a real asshole apparently, and he didn't like even playing non-magical characters. So he's playing Barbarian. And he'd kill them off almost every single session. So he just keep giving him a new copy of the same character sheet. And the name was Earl, the first one. And then he just would write down Earl, son of Earl, and it'd give it the exact same stats every single time. Until it literally got to the point where he'd killing him like every 15 minutes. And so eventually he got mad and said, "How many of these do you have?" And he picked up a briefcase, they brought it with him, and just dumped out over 300 pages of Earl, son of Earl.
Earl, son of
That's
Earl,
right.
son of
Okay,
Earl,
so
son of Earl.
during your watch, you see a herd of birds that stand, let's say, 4 feet tall. They've got little short wings and a big hook beak. You know these creatures to be called axe-beaks. Axe-beaks?
Axebeaks.
Yeah. And they're just kind of roaming around.
Did we heal up after the last?
Yeah, you're all at full health by now.
Okay.
I just stay quiet because I don't want
Technically, within the rules, you hit full health after a long rest, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep quiet because I don't want to.
I just hadn't changed
catch a
it.
warrior situation.
because that way it gives you the option of a short rest to roll your hit.
Yeah. I just hadn't changed it yet, so I had to double check
And,
and make sure.
so unless you take any action against these birds, they just kind of wander around.
I'm just gonna leave him alone.
Okay, and then morning comes around. It is your 6th, according to the merchant you passed, the 6th day.
Those birds still around?
Probably not.
None of them got left behind. Nope.
Yeah.
I go knock on her door, his door, on Skull's door.
He raises like the dead. Ironically,
straight up.
that the door is meant to, repel. But yeah.
I look at everyone else. It's not fair. Typical fair.
Check on my stuff. Typical fair.
Have we noticed any other landmarks that were similar to the map as we're getting closer to this
No,
town?
but on this day's travel, you are going to notice something that stands out. As you are you're getting closer to town, but you notice up ahead on the middle of the path, stretching for miles away, you can just see this very large tree off in the distance. It'll probably take you a day's travel to get to it, but Yeah, you know, based on what you were told and the update from the merchant, you're not too far from town.
Cool. Let's go towards that tree.
Also, as I'm getting ready to go, I go through my supplies. Do I find anything unusual?
What on earth
Well,
could you
let's
find?
see here. Make a perception against what his stealth check was.
Just hit it in there.
Oh man, I hit it
Depending on
way
how
too
you
well.
hit it.
Got another 11.
No, you didn't find anything new today.
Shit. I hit it too well.
Not unless you plan on dumping out the bag.
I mean, you don't know you're looking for anything.
That's
so.
true.
Exactly. But no, nothing unusual.
I guess I have nothing to say then.
So you continue on.
It's wasted.
Several hours pass. This tree is starting to get closer, and with that, you're noticing the its size, how big it actually is, and it's getting near the end of the day, and you're getting so close to it that the tree is just taking up this huge space in the sky, and the roots are actually extending above the ground and out into the grasslands before you.
Dang.
This is one huge tree, and as you were actually getting closer and closer, you're noticing that built within the hills and the grass and even the roots themselves, there are just houses everywhere.
Oh, cool. Wait, is the tree Ayapo?
Is it?
Wait, what'd you say?
Is the tree the town?
Oh, good.
Is he known being a wandering nomad?
You can't know everything. But
Well, I guess let's get closer and find out.
you roll a nature check. Let's see if you know about what all you know about Ayapo.
It's a town.
I know it exists. You know it exists.
Is that bad?
I've heard many things about it
Yeah.
since I joined this group.
You
So.
rolled a
As you recalled from at the beginning of the section when I said they requested you go to the town of Ayapo, there is a distinguishable tree, and when you find that, you know you'll be there.
Yeah. I have that in my notes.
And as day is turning into night, you're walking past these very large roots, and you could assess that you have walked into a town. It just happens to live in a tree.
Interesting. Is there anybody like walking around?
It's getting into the late hours, and there are lights outside certain places, presumably shops. Activity is getting low.
I lean over to Skull and I'm like, you might want to put that pendant or amulet on.
He's still just loosely holding it. Like, it's out, but he's not putting it on.
Okay.
As long as it's visible.
Do we see any guards people walking around? Anybody in armor?
There is a guard's tower nearby
Alright,
that helps them see out into the grassland beyond the town.
I'm gonna run over to it real quick. And if there's nobody like visibly there, I'm gonna like knock on the door.
And you knock. Is anyone going with you, or are you going by yourself?
I don't know, anybody want to come with me?
You see Fenris take off towards the guard's tower.
Yeah, I'm not going.
He'll follow.
Skull follows.
I'll fall behind that.
Okay.
Or Taurus follows.
I'm going to break off and do my own thing, whatever.
I knock on the door.
Mundi dies from being separated from the party.
That's fine.
Oh god, it's instant.
But you knock on the door,
Yeah.
and after a few moments pass, and the door opens. It's there's a man obviously wearing armor, and he takes a look at the door and says, before he even gets out the words, he sees Skull standing behind you, and he nods and says, "Come in."
I go inside.
Duck to duck.
It's a town populated by humans, elves, and half-elves. Yes.
Okay.
So we
And
go.
you walk into this room. It's it's got the candlelight going. You can see into it, and he moves over towards a desk, and he starts to pull out some paperwork, and he gestures towards the seats if either you want to take, if anyone wants to sit down.
I'll sit down.
I can't. There's doors strapped to my back.
Oh, could you even fit through the door with the doors?
I ducked.
The door she's carrying is bigger than the door she's walking
I
through.
ducked.
Yeah,
it's all
but
broken in half.
Yeah.
why?
I bend forward and
okay.
it'll fit through. It's not that wide. I mean, it's broken half.
It's pretty wide still.
It'll take you a bit, but you can squeeze through. These doors still strapped to you.
Okay. I'll sit down.
And he pulls out the paper, shakes it on the desk, and says, "So how many are in your group?"
There's 4 of us total.
I meant the orcs.
2.
Okay, and see one. Where's the other?
I don't want to have to call them out, god damn it. I just gesture over to Retoris.
And the guard turns towards you.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say.
Typical
Doors.
orc reaction. Just do nothing.
I just look at you and I go, I'm sorry, I saw
He takes
your...
this moment of silence as a iron. He writes it down. Does every orc in your party have the amulets?
Yes.
Looks over towards Skull, who's obviously an
Yeah,
orc.
Holds it up and points to the symbol.
As long as you have it.
This guy's friendly.
I put one in your pack last night.
I'm not
So
familiar
if
with
you
that
look
tribe.
harder in your pack, you'll find it.
I nervously check my pack.
He was too busy engaged with Skull to hear your conversation, whatever it was.
He told me that he hid it in my pack. I had to look a little bit harder for it.
You know, if I was using like a more talkative character, like I'd be throwing so much goddamn shade on this motherfucker and his racist ways.
Oh wow, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair. I mean, this town...
If only
To be fair,
The 9 out of 10 of Joe's
it's because of
characters who-
conflict that has happened. It's not just like,
Oh,
we
I'm
hate
sorry.
orcs for
Oh, so
being
we're just
orcs.
classified as the same? It's like all orcs are the same?
No, that's
You're gonna classify us as a violent people?
that
I
is
see how
bullshit.
it is.
It's specifically because of the ones that are around this area that are violent.
Oh, so you're gonna judge all of us for the actions of some?
I'm not. I'm friends with you guys.
So does your character take notice that he gestured to me and that I have one of these amulets with me too?
I don't care. He bought an amulet, so I really don't know what he was doing with one, so... Till I see that you are, or if I overheard you, I don't know if I'm here.
You don't realize what that means?
Probably not.
I see.
Because he bought one, and he's clearly not an orc.
Fair enough.
And plus, I was antagonizing him while you guys were doing that conversation thing, so...
Is there?
It's been a long day. Whoever this other orc in your party is, as long as they're carrying the amulet and it's visible, and they don't cause trouble, there won't be any issues. You
Sounds
understand
good.
this?
Yes.
Do you understand this? He looks towards you, Skull.
He sulks.
What about you? You can at least relay this information to your other member.
I just kind of nervously nod.
Alright, I don't really feel like filling this out right now.
He's so attentive to his job.
Real quick, before we leave, do you happen to know of a wizard that's supposed to live nearby named Bashir?
Yeah, Bashir. The only wizard I've heard of in the lands, he's got this tower. It's like a day's travel out.
Do you know which way?
Yeah, just continue heading north.
Okay.
But, For the purposes of this paperwork, what are your reasons for stopping through this town?
We're on our way to talk to Bashir.
Alright. And any known intended stay time?
With any luck, just the night.
Is there anything in this office area that's shiny, interesting, odd that I would never have seen?
God damn it. What are you gonna get us into?
What are you talking about?
Along the back on one of the shelves, there's this orb sitting on.
I'm gonna touch it.
It's behind the man on the shelf.
Is there anything else that I can touch that's within easier reach?
Like the elf can stop.
He's got doors to block the way.
Wait, is it glowing? Is it floating? Or does it have any other property of magic that I may want to sniff and or lick? I'm going for it.
Before you go out towards this orb, you can see that it is actually, there's like the little symbol of a moon, and it's showing a cloudy sky. And the clouds are actively like shifting and moving, but it seems to depict a night sky within this orb.
I sniff.
Upon the guard seeing you stand up and start heading on his side of the desk, he stands up with his hand to his side. What are you doing?
Point to the orb.
Don't touch that.
He's just interested in magical items. He has an odd fascination with them. He doesn't mean anything by it.
I go to sniff it.
But no, if you're interested in that kind of thing, you can just visit Mystical Market.
Mystical Mark.
Heard?
I sniff him.
I'm so done with this day. He just wants to go to bed.
He drew this out.
You're free to leave whenever you want.
Thank you. We'll be going now.
I'm just staring haggard at you.
I just kind of grab...
Makes a lunge.
I grab Skull.
For the orb?
Oh no!
Good.
It's going to view this as an attack.
I try to grab Skull before he lunges.
Okay, it'll be your initiative versus his.
Oh, fuck.
I'm happy I didn't go with you guys now. Like, I'm starting to question if maybe I should have been there.
You're gonna see us getting dragged away and be like, those guys? No, I don't know those guys. Who are those guys? We didn't come into town at the same time.
I guess I'll try to also restrain Skull.
Damn.
Yep.
Everybody rolled better than me.
21.
Okay, Fenris beats the guard. What is your action?
I just try to grab Skull by the arm and, like, pull him back towards the door.
At this point, you might as well let it take place. Like, there's already an assault, man.
No, I want to drag him away from the situation and profusely apologize so we don't get in a
pull out his sword and he says, "Stand down, or I will uphold martial law." He's looking dead at Skull.
So at that, Skull completely straightens out, stops the shenanigans, looks him dead in the eye. Are you threatening me?
You hurt
me. Skull, I think we should leave.
To which why do you threaten me?
Your kind has caused havoc on these lands. Come to a truce.
Your kind does not have any treaty with my tribe.
That is none of my affairs.
Neither is your beef with the tribe that you currently war with.
What do you have to say on the matter, if it is not even your tribe?
I say, go ahead and war all you want.
Me
and my tribe have done nothing to yours.
Then there should be no issue.
Then why do you continue to hold grudges against those who have done nothing to you?
there's nothing to be had so long as
You
nothing
clearly
happens.
have had a bias against me from the moment you have encountered me. Why do you continue to feel the need to establish yourself as someone that has something to prove to a wanderer, a traveler, someone who's merely passing through and wants to see the world?
Damn, Jill's character's talking and she's talking.
Yes.
No,
We're seeing this display, these two. Are you at any point in you wanting to do or say anything?
I'm fucking shocked.
Yeah, they're both kind of stunned that he's talking this much.
I just kind of stare at Rhetorics and I'm like, what is going on? What is happening right now?
I do not care.
You clearly
about the
do.
Things with other tribes. We are upholding a wall here to keep the peace within our own.
The peace and upholding true value of all is different to you, it would seem. You are not upholding peace, you are upholding your pride.
That is how you choose to do it.
It is exactly what it is.
Good night, everybody.
Maybe one day, whenever you see past that pride of yours, you will be able to experience true peace. He walks out.
The air in the room falls silent still. The guard, he's noticeably tense. He's faced many orcs in his time, but he's usually always had someone in his room to back him up.
I just look at him like, so do we need to sign anything or can we just get out of here?
I suggest you make your stay short.
We'll do our best. And I leave.
So it sounds to me like it's time to buy property in town. So.
We suggest you make your stay short. Well, I guess this is where we're setting up our headquarters.
Establish dominance. Overthrow the guards.
Guess I'll take it over.
Somehow
I'm your new mayor.
Orc in a predominantly elven town instigates a bloody coup d'etat against the government.
Hell yeah!
Kill the oppressors.
And with Finrez heading out, the guard just turns in your direction. Do you have anything to add?
Can't say I do.
Have a pleasant night.
I'm just gonna wait outside the door for Rhetorics. And as we're a little ways back, I just want to talk to him for a sec. Sorry that I called you out back in there.
What do you know?
When we were at the outpost and you were eating, I saw under your mask and saw that you had some short tusks. And I kind of put two and two together and figured out that you were at least part orc. I was simply worried that it might cause issues here with their laws, so I wanted to have our bases covered. I figure you have your reasons for keeping your identity more secretive, but I'm not about to cause issues unnecessarily.
I say, well, I suppose you have helped me. I'll show you the gravity of my situation. I will reveal my face to him in private. So, seeing this,
I'm gonna roll for how pretty he is.
I haven't even rolled for him. I have 17 in commonness.
You pretty too!
Yeah,
That's right, we're both pretty boys!
So now that you realize what I am.
biggest assholes among the guard.
Huh?
You met one of the biggest assholes
do.
among the guard who was stuck with the night shift.
I'm sorry that I called you out in front of other people. I didn't see us having to do this, so I was gonna let you tell everyone in your own time. I won't bring it up again.
I trust that you understand the gravity of my situation.
So while they're having this beautiful character moment, is there any stray animals I can be trying to befriend? This is an elven town, so I imagine they have quite a few.
Elven cats. They're the best cats.
Yeah, I didn't make a chart for random trees.
You should have.
I was gonna say, it's like, I know, with playing with me, you guys should know this by now.
I made some charts, but
Where are those animals?
Everything.
No, really, like I can't play a single game without collecting
She
pets.
literally collects animals all over the place. I'm surprised she hasn't tried yet.
Either she collects or she brutally massacres everything.
Whichever
with
one
no
comes
regard.
first.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh yeah, no, you try and take them. But
With how strong you are, I expect you to like go to pet something and just crush it on accident and then be really sad about it.
No, that was the
what a
elf.
cute little puppy. Oh.
Remember my wood elf?
Mm-hmm.
It was a mean wood elf. So wood elves get +2 to strength.
Why the fuck does a wood
I don't know.
do this strength?
I don't know why they get +2 to strength, but I gave her an 18 strength to start with. So I had I think it was a 5'4" wood elf with 20 strength, who was a barbarian who dual wielded great axes.
That's unnecessary.
So what about your first
It
character?
was. Oh, that was a human. That was just a fuck up because whenever you roll that many 18s in front of your DM for your stats, you're just going to be like, well, I'm playing this now.
Well, I guess I win.
There's the.
No, like
the medal.
pretty much. I'm pretty sure he probably like the party kill that he pulled on us was pretty much solely trying to kill my character, and I love the fact that I survived because I saw what was happening. I get the fuck out. I'm
Right.
sorry, guys.
I'd say me and you were the only two that had to switch characters like
Yeah.
6 times. I ran that character for almost 2 years. It was a fighter magic user, and I took it from level 1 to level 10-9. And doing experience, that takes a long time in 2nd edition. I was very upset.
You can actually find a dude roaming nearby.
I'm gonna try to feed it.
They seem to be not feel threatened by the presence of the town. They just kind of.
I'm gonna feed it.
Like the
I'm gonna pet it.
I'm gonna pull out some berries.
I do. I have that's what the thing is. He's been collecting berries. He's gonna feed it berries.
Trying to approach it. These are fidgety animals. I had an animal.
Also, this is what you saw whenever I revealed my handsome man's face.
Boo?
Handsome man.
picture for it. Oh, beautiful.
The name that you've been using this whole time has just been Ilias. The
There's
real
no
name's
handle.
just
Oh, there is a
Handsome
handle.
Man.
18.
Okay, you are starting to approach it. It's taken notice of you, but it hasn't sprinted off yet.
She's trying gently tiptoeing with these 400 pounds of doors on her back. 400 pounds
Actually-
of door, rather.
Probably before I reach the door or the deer, I would have put down the doors just simply because that seems very encumbering to pet animals. I'm very, very into petting animals. I would have took off the doors.
Yeah, you're starting to approach it, and so far it's kind of like nudging its head a little forward as it's noticed you've got food.
And then you snap its neck on
Oh, it's a real problem I've had in the past. Remember that one game, Adam?
Which one?
I think it was actually the same one with the wood elf.
Did you have another character that killed animals?
Well, no,
Well,
like
there's the one where you rapid fire snapped everything's neck that I kept throwing that were supposed to be like boss creatures. You just
I
willy
kept.
nilly just. I got a chokehold on it. Yeah, I'm gonna snap its neck, and then she did it like 3 times in a row, and all 3 were supposed to be like boss level things that they were
That was a
fighting.
fun campaign. We should go back to that.
Yeah.
That was also the one where I gave you that big stag and stuff. That you
Oh,
got.
that's right. The stag. That was
The
a
one
good
that was
stag.
scoring all the goblins and stuff. So
Sounds like 3.5 shenanigans.
it is 3.5.
That is 3.5
Now you
shenanigans.
can tell this deer is a doe. It doesn't have any antlers on it.
No, a female deer.
No.
Ray, I drop a golden sun.
Well, that's where I'm headed out now. I hate that piece.
Really? I like
I
it.
cannot. It's because Mom would rapid fire play it.
See,
It's
I
her favorite
actually
one.
never fully watched it. One go.
Oh, she'll get it out and she'll watch it, but she'll watch it like day after day after day after day, all around the time of like between Thanksgiving and Christmas. She'll just rapid fire watch it while she's doing the house. But she'll turn the volume all the way up upstairs so you can hear it over everything else that's going on. I hate it so
But
much.
you can make another animal handling to try and feed it this time without it fleeing.
Do you have any small snacks you feel like part with?
Check the drawer.
Or
Other drawer.
All the
19.
Oh yes. So you can either choose to try and have eat out of your hands or set the food on the ground.
Out of my hands! Out of my hands!
Alright. You're holding the food. Is your orc squealing? Is
A little
he
bit.
squealing?
A little bit. There's a little bit of
When
a
you start
squeal.
squealing, the head was reaching for the food. Its ears
It's a
stops.
very
Its ears perk
deep,
up.
quiet squeal,
The
though.
ears perk up and rotate towards you, and it's waiting for the sound to stop. And then when you stop making your noise, it goes back in forward and begins feasting on berries.
Turns out it's one of those deer with the vampire teeth or something like that.
Those things are only like 2 feet tall.
Yeah. So little.
So what are your intentions at
But this
this?
is a fantasy world.
Is it eating? Is it getting more
It's 9 feet
comfortable
tall.
being near me?
It-
Exactly the same.
I'll
as
give it a
this.
hot couple minutes, and then I'll slowly go in for a pets.
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 Do we see this happening?
You two went somewhere to have your private discussion.
I figured we were just talking on the side of the
I was
building.
gonna cycle back and forth food for everybody.
Yeah, where are you at?
Well, I didn't have a reason to go and be like, "Hey, I'm
I
not.
was going to
I'm
finish
not
the
at work,
deer thing
so."
before I went
So I
back
was
to
gonna go
Adam,
get
but,
something to eat for everybody and bring it back. And be like, "Oh, wait, what
Yeah,
are we
he-
doing?"
make another animal handling.
You
See
took me into the
how it's
group. I need to
feeling
be
about the
nice to you
situation.
guys.
He's gonna kill an equally sword and bring it back.
17.
Yeah, no, this is my mouth.
keep rolling.
We're not eating us.
I know.
Alright,
Killed the mother
yeah,
and
it's
then
starting to
take
get
the
more
child.
comfortable, and you can start moving your hand towards it.
That way you get dependent
It
on it.
notices,
Yeah, just
but it doesn't seem too bothered.
That's how animal
Oh, you know
works.
why? Because it's supposed to be wisdom, which is my low roll, but I have proficiency in it. That's why it's higher. That's why I'm doing pretty decent.
And you, this time, you are actually able to touch the animal without it just freaking out.
You snap.
you pet a deer.
Wild deer. That's
You
the
normally
compliment-
eat your
That's the compliment
kind.
everywhere except for Japan.
You're kind of
Oh,
cute.
Suddenly,
deer.
this deer
Yeah.
turned out to be sentient and says, "What?" and runs. It does the Tim Allen sound.
I leave a little pile of food for it and I walk off.
Alright. Yeah, it doesn't seem frightened by this action, and it just it looks at you for a moment as you start walking away, and it just goes back to eating.
Then one day in the future, whenever you're near death, the deer will come to you in your darkest hour.
Yay!
Just
The rest of us will all have died.
Yes.
You
But
didn't
anyway.
feed me. Now you got
Moonbeam, you
Aw.
decided not to follow the rest of the group. Where did you head off to?
I'm going to go get food for the rest of the group and
He's
bring
gonna
it
kill
back.
that
Or,
He's gonna hunt that deer.
Now,
Not
there.
my dear friend.
Well, let's see. You see, there's some inns, there's some bars open, there's this deer walking
There's some
around.
deer.
a deer sounds good to eat.
Is it doe?
Yes.
Oh no.
I will kill your fucking character.
But it makes perfect sense. I mean,
We are in a town, you
Why do
monster.
you keep trying to get into shenanigans?
Because that's D&D.
I'm barely suggesting shenanigans. People are actually considering shenanigans.
People are getting knee deep in shenanigans.
I suppose I'll go to.
I'll go to the deer store.
You're not metagaming, are you, Adam?
Oh, that's right. Okay, no, I kill all the deer. Here we go. We're going to be eating good for the next couple weeks.
He may not have killed your deer,
Where
but
do
he
you
killed its
go?
whole family.
Now it's dependent on you and stuff. So. See? Wink, wink. Got your back.
We orphaned it and got you with this.
In order to make sure that you got a pet, I committed, like, regicide on everything. Here we go, guys.
You killed the deer king?
Yep.
Alright.
All right, I'll just go to. You said that there was inns,
There
bars.
is, Bars, towns, whatever. There are still places open in which you can find food.
I don't want to go and get a big meal, just something quick for the call. So
I apologize in advance. That's going to be real fun to listen to again.
At least you're not crinkling a bag on it like you usually do at the end of the.
I know, I'm the worst.
That's why I didn't grab chips earlier, even though they sound like real damn good.
I'll go with it.
Oh my god!
What has happened?
Brutal retaliation.
What time are you wanting to go to bed, man?
Yes,
I actually have to be leaving pretty soon myself,
Okay.
so I'll just go to a bar and get something quick for
Alright.
everybody. What are they all selling here?
They might sell some deer meat.
I'm just
Probably
saying.
not if they're letting them walk willy-nilly
Yeah, it's like if you're in an elven town and there's random deer like
If,
walking
if the
around.
deer are actually in the town and not immediately like running away from people, yeah, no, the chances of there
Probably shouldn't
being
do that.
like deer on
That's
the
the
menu
whole
is
reason she was
kinda
even
low.
able to do this, is because of how comfortable they are in the area.
Well,
That's
one
fair. They're not going to be comfortable after we take up residence.
What are you trying to say, Fenriz? You gonna wreak havoc on the town?
I'm saying I'm used to living in the woods. I'll kill a deer in a second to eat it. That's a good damn
You
meal.
can say
What?
I don't know.
That's exactly what I want to get for the whole party. It sounds delicious.
Just go up to the bar and ask for.
The first one you go up to,
That's the secret.
they would be able to service you a comfortable type of meal. It's nothing too grand, but it's definitely above average.
And I'm able to walk out of the bar with it. Or,
Despite your height, you definitely need to duck down to get into places here.
well, that too. But I meant like if I were to order food, could I leave with the food, or do they kind of want me to stay and eat here?
So you went to a bar. They'll say that you could leave with food if you
Alright.
had to. As long as you paid for it before you left.
Well, I'll pay. I'm not going to be like, I'll be back later with your payment, guys. Wait for me. My name is Trevor.
Can I get those in one of those magical styrofoam takeout containers?
Where you keep refilling, every time it gets empty.
Now,
Put 'em on tab.
based on their prices, to get a meal for all four of you will cost 1 gold because of how quality their
I'll do it.
You did it.
Victory.
How much gold do you have?
I think you had the one left. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I did have 1 gold left.
He's buying food and drink for all his friends.
What a kind soul.
I met them in a horrible situation. They're my
And I didn't die. This is cause for celebration, guys.
We killed a bunch of undead things in a strange mist.
When the 13th brother left, he only lasted a week. I've made it to 2.
Doing good so far.
I broke our record.
Man, a week was the previous record.
For my family, yeah.
Just been doubling the length of time every time one leaves.
Brother number 14 finally made it past him. Yeah, I did it, guys. I don't know where I am, but I did it. Never going home.
I'll find you someday.
Eventually, like Brother 274 finds just my carcass instead. It's like, oh.
I mean, they're just gonna assume you're dead by this point anyway. If your family has set that record, they're just like, he's dead. He's doomed anyway.
Or giant moving targets.
We know we expected him to deliver that thing to the wizards, but we all know he died along the way.
We really sent him out to
There's
deter
nothing
this
actually in the
dragon.
bag.
We just wanted to get rid of him.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of twigs and leaves, and they're like, this is vitally important that you get to the wizard. Now that the dead weight's off, we can finally go and live our lives peacefully.
So we got the party split in 3 groups at the moment. One is fetching food, the other 2 were in a secret converse, and the last one was petting a deer. So, what are people's intentions going forward?
Well, find a nice girl, settle down, maybe make a little 15th or 16th brother.
I don't think that's how that works. Yeah,
Yeah, no.
not unless you somehow marry your mom.
We're a pretty isolated tribe. I mean, it's gotta do what we gotta do to repopulate. And if we're dying this quickly, that the record's only 1 week, and it's a thing that we all have to do.
I'm just gonna change your name to Oedipus.
Does your character have any questions before we moved on?
Mundi of the incest. So,
I mean, Yeah, but I don't want to pry that much. I don't want to be like, your business is your business. We haven't known each other that long. So, I mean, I guess it's been about a week. Technically, I guess a little longer because we had a couple days lost in that fog.
I still don't believe that we're actually back.
I don't know, man. Like, all of that seemed pretty real. I thought that was real. I think this is real, but at this point, I don't know. But the only way I think that we're gonna find out is to talk to Bashir.
Bashir's gonna have like no idea what the crap you're talking about.
What? I'm sorry, you
guys.
huh?
I never knew your dad. Don't know who the crap you are. You look ridiculous.
What's this doorknob? He just throws it in the garbage.
We're on Last Jedi on this storyline.
No, we don't want it to be crap.
All these things we set up, yeah, we're not going to do any of that. Fuck what you
until
think
the
we're
third
doing.
one comes out, in which case then we'll fix all that.
Yeah, because they have different writers for every movie, so it's always different.
Well, we're going back to the original writer.
Yeah. That's why a lot of things are going to get fucking retconned and changed and...
Have some chips.
I got chips, but only got chips.
Chops.
Jill, you know those like Japanese-inspired Star Wars figures that they have, like the Stormtroopers and the Imperial Guard and stuff. They put out Darth Maul in one of them, so it looks snazzy. Yeah, like that, or like that. Not like that though. That's completely different. That's a different continuity altogether.
Yeah, throw that in the garbage.
What? No,
I didn't even see what it was.
It's Wheeljack.
Huh.
I mean, he was already kind of thrown in the garbage in the movie and in Prime, but so. Well, he was garbage in Prime, so. It's not actually
real
real
far off D&D
It's
here.
like 70
A little bit.
That's basically just going to carry you guys until you found a place to sleep, and then we would have called it.
I mean, I assume, since it's kind of late, I assumed we'd find an inn here and just spend the night.
You can easily find an inn, which will have a name next time.
We sleep there.
We sleep at Namel's Inn number 975.
It is called No Works Allowed.
No, that's on the other side.
Fuck
of
you,
town.
orcs.
From the neighborhood the guard lives in.
Yeah.
The
Does
real
it live in
racist
it?
part of town.
They lived in a gated section of town.
Oh my god.
Elves are already like the high-end race and stuff, but these are the high-end race. Only the most hoity-toity of races.
Yeah, depending on
here.
Are we just trying to
the
avoid
quality of stay
conflict?
you're wanting to an inn is going to depend on the price. If you're wanting some
Well, I have no money
modest,
anymore.
comfortable, wealthy, aristocratic.
Don't worry, whenever I get to where I can cast 7 level spells, I'll always use the mansion spell.
Hell yeah.
More than Kyle's mansion.
Yep.
It's Faithful Watchdog.
I feel like we need to find Skull next game and just be like, what the fuck was that?
Character building. That's what that
You
was.
said 3 words to us.
And you get into a heated monologue with the guard.
So now I get to go home and think of some future conversations I might have in school.
Yeah, there's apparently a lot.
Now, you guys are getting close to leveling up, but not quite.
That was so fast.
There's a lot of hands.
After killing 200 hands and whatever the fuck that guy was.
Yeah, what was he exactly? Was he a made-up creature, or was he an actual
Since the event's over, I suppose I can go ahead and tell you what it was.
Timothy.
Timothy?
It was me all along.
I made an alteration on a creature known as a ghast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I took out its eyes, so it would have a harder time hitting you, and then I
So
gave
it wouldn't murder the fuck
gave it
out
a
of us.
vomit ability to spawn more hands.
That's
Nice. It was some good shit.
Yeesh.
Yeah, how are you guys feeling about the campaign so far?
I like it.
Racist fucks.
Jill likes it too.
I warned you when we
Yeah,
started
I
the
know.
game that
I wanted it. I
there
wanted
was
the
going to
conflict.
be
That
racism
didn't go right the first
with
time.
orcs.
I don't know
Yeah.
what reality is
I
anymore.
just gotta wait for it to calm down for a second. Little muscle spasm.
I knew it was eventually going to happen. I just had a hard time thinking of things to say back.
He's like, I was gonna say, you know how I get whenever there's a conflict.
That's why some of the pauses were so long.
Yeah, no, I was the same way. I was trying to come up with something.
See, I feel like my character would be like,
And I have a couple.
just stunned by you talking that much, and also by how fucking eloquently and like how well you made your point. I would just be like,
he's a smart pretty boy.
The guard's an asshole, and the roll is a bullshit roll.
Because they found
100% is. It's just
Yeah,
you have to
That's
deal
what
with.
works.
Yeah. And that's what